Assalamu alaikum everyone. Hello, this is Azra from Traveling with Mindful Azra. Today I have a very beautiful person with me and her name is Zoe Viccaji, and with her husband and her daughter Laila Khan, and Kamal Khan is her husband, and they are visiting us from Karachi, Pakistan. And we are so happy to have Zoe with us.
Thank you so much, Auntie. It's so nice to be here today.
Yeah.
It's the first time in an interview that someone has ever said I'm traveling with my little one,
I know.
Laila Khan, because she's just 6 months old, so
Yes.
she's really small. But it's really a pleasure being here. Thank you for
Thank you
having me
so
on your
much.
interview.
So I would like to ask Zoe that how did you find Kamal? How did you guys met? And then after that, I want you to tell us about your music career and also introduce Kamal also, because Kamal is my nephew, my husband's
Brother's son.
brother's son, and we are so blessed to have them here with us. So yeah, please tell us something about your career.
And relationship, you
And
had
the
said कि
relationship.
how we met. So Kamal and myself, we actually met, funnily enough, because of my career and because of his career. We were both working in Coke Studio. And ये तो बहुत पहले की बात है, from the first, I think it was in the third season शायद. So like 2009 or 2010. That was when I first returned. I had come to college in upstate New York, and I returned to Pakistan. And I was working in Coke Studio as a backing vocalist. And so I was the backing vocalist, and Kamal was working in the what you call the BTS team, behind the scenes
Behind
team.
the
Na? So
scene.
matlab they go around with the camera and they interview us, and so he was just this guy who was handling the camera. Matlab ke koi, on set hota hai. I don't think he paid much attention to me in that way, and I never paid much attention to him in that way. I just
Same.
remember always thinking he's a very nice guy, very sweet guy. तो साल तो गुजर गए. We did so many seasons together. So Kamal and I have known each other many years. The real tipping point came when I actually was further on in my music career, and Kamal was also further on in his career. He had, is doing a lot more film stuff, and I requested him to direct a music video for me for a song that I did, was called Ho Jao Azad.
Okay.
Which talks about just being free and letting yourself go and not hanging on to the past, not
Yes,
hanging on
yes.
to things. So I had requested Kamal to please direct my music video, and we decided to do this in up north Pakistan, Hunza.
Oh, wow.
Which, funnily enough, Kamal's family, mother's side, is all from Hunza.
Yeah,
She
I
was born in
remember.
Astor.
And I've been to that place where Zoe's mother-in-law, their forefathers were, living there, and they owned that place.
Yeah.
And we went inside and we looked around, and I think your pictures, their parents' pictures, and they're also there
Yeah.
in that place.
They must have been at that
Yeah.
point, but so he and I went on this trip, and it was a long music video. Matlab shoot, it was about 12 days. So we went on that shoot, and my mother was also on the shoot. We used it as an excuse, bahana banaya कि चलो अम्मी को भी ले चलते हैं.
Same है.
Let her also experience, up
Enjoy.
north. She hasn't been Hunza and all these places. So she was always sitting in the front seat in the jeep, and Kamal, myself, and our assistant and cameraman were at the back. तो उस वक्त भी nothing, and then just one day, I don't know what happened. I don't know क्या click हुआ था. I think it was a combination of, number one, seeing how Kamal was treating, how he was with my mother. He was just
Oh.
always such a respectful,
Yeah,
soft
that's-
person, and so well spoken and accommodating.
Yeah.
I think when you see someone and how they treat your parents, that's enough to make you fall in love with them.
That is so true. Yeah.
So
yeah,
that impressed me a lot. And then the second thing was, because work is such a big, for me, being really true to your work and really loving what you do is so
Yeah,
important,
it
and
is.
that work ethic is so important, that I could see that in Kamal. He's so dedicated to his work. In fact, it puts me to shame how genuine he is with his work, that also made me really fall for him. And I really liked him at that point. And one day when we had come back from our shoot, I don't know what it was, we had all gone to our separate rooms, and I was just missing Kamal. I couldn't wait to see him the next day for
That
the
is so
for the shoot.
amazing. Wow.
And I couldn't understand why. What is this feeling? Why am I feeling this way? और उस वक्त भी मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. मैंने सोचा, you know, this is probably just a professional crush.
Yeah.
शायद इसको बस इसका काम का स्टाइल देख के मुझे मैं क्रश कर रही हूँ और तो फिर इसको मैं don't ruin it. Don't ruin a working relationship. Don't ruin a friendship. तो मैंने कुछ नहीं किया. Until much later that he started showing interest in I mean, of course, none of us, you know, gave each other any attention, and so there was some friend of mine, her younger sister was interested in him. तो वो मैंने देखे फिर मैं तो
jealousy
suddenly
factor
not
started.
jealousy but just the feeling ke look, you wake up, if you're not going to step on it, someone else will take the place.
Yeah,
So that
is
made me really put a fire behind me and made me get off my backside and do something about this. Yeah. And then in the end, a good friend of ours, Meher Jaffrey, she's the actual one who brought us together in the end, because we were both acting like high school fools. एक दूसरे को नहीं बता रहे थे. She knew each person like the other. तो उसने हम दोनों को मिलाया.
She's the one who
she's the one who actually made it happen in the end. वरना हम दोनों ऐसे side पे बैठते, being twiddling our thumbs and acting shy around each other.
So, any particular songs you wrote? Our viewers want to know more about your songs and how you started writing your songs.
So music, I mean, I first started writing, I think I was 15 years old when I wrote my first song. And I actually picked up the guitar. I belong to a very musical family. My mother played the guitar. She was also part of, she used to have a little band when she was growing up. And our family friends always sang. Imagine you go for dinner, family friend dinner, everyone's always singing at the end or in the middle of the dinner. They had a piano, there was guitars, there was always music going on, they were always singing. So I grew up with that. Also my mother's Christian, she brought us up as Catholics, so meaning close to the church. So in the church also you have the choirs. So automatically you're so exposed to music right from the beginning. So then, having all of that, by the age of 15, when I actually picked up the guitar myself, I started writing music. And the music was always about, inner thoughts and just kind of talking about just the different things in life, and trying to come to terms with the different things in life. Life gives us all sorts of different challenges.
That is true.
And how do we overcome those challenges, and how do we come out positively? So that's what I wanted to always share with my music, is kind of telling people not to give up hope. Okay, the songs, if you start listening to them, things like Jaane Do is about letting go of the past. Even Ho Jao Azad is about letting go of the past. It's about moving on. It's about looking at things in a brighter way.
I think our generation need these kind of messages, because they are young children, adults, they are so much in tune to the music, and if you give them good message through music, it is so good that they can think about those things, and so that is really good that you are doing all that. And with all this, I want to know about your interfaith marriage.
Oh yeah,
that is the
on.
biggest question I want to ask you, because I am just so happy to meet you, and since you are here, and it seems like we have known each other for the longest time.
Yeah. And we feel so comfortable over
very
here as
and
well.
there is no age. I mean, like I am, we talk like we are at the same age. Isn't that? I mean, we can talk about anything.
But it's also because of the way you are, auntie. You're so.
Well, thank you.
I think you're very peaceful, and your energy is such that one feels comfortable around you.
Thank you so much. So, what about how did you start pursuing a marriage, and what is with the interfaith? How you guys worked that out?
So I think with Kamal and myself, if there was any challenges as far as it being interfaith, it was more society based because of the technicalities involved. As far as both of us, I think we're both internally very spiritual people, in the sense that we both are very strong principles, and we do believe in things in our own way, so not in a very traditional way. So I would say that we were not held back by religion in any way, and I don't think that showed any divide between us at
Yeah.
all. We didn't feel that, okay, he is a Muslim and I'm actually, what's funny is that I wasn't.
Hmm. Yes.
So yes, so as I was saying that, funnily enough, I was not a Christian before I married Kamal. I became a Christian to marry Kamal. I am actually originally Zoroastrian. My father's Parsi.
Okay.
You know, they are originally from Iran, and there's a lot of Parsis in India. So my father's originally from India. He came to Pakistan. So Parsis, funnily enough, you're not Ahle Kitab.
Yeah.
Yeah. So then when it came time to marry Kamal, I said, you know, I know so much about Christianity. I was brought up as a Christian. It only makes sense that I become a Christian. So in the end, I got baptized a few days before. I had to marry Kamal, and then we got married. So I'm also a big mix of religions,
Okay.
you know, and cultures. And the same, my brother is actually married to a Hindu girl in Sri Lanka.
Wow, very, very big,
Yeah.
all kind of religion.
Then my sister is married to a Muslim as well. They are in Vancouver.
Nice.
And cultural wise also, my grandfather on my father's side, he's from Iran originally, India, and then his mother is a Britisher. So we're kind of a mix of everything.
Wow.
And so religion, culture, you know, all these things don't really cross our mind at all in that way. And
That is-
similarly, our communities were always so welcoming.
Yeah, always.
So we never faced
Yeah.
any challenges in that. I think the real challenge is going to be now with the upbringing of
And
our little
that was
daughter.
That is was going
For
to
Laila.
be my second question about
Yeah.
Laila. Yeah.
So, and you and I just had a conversation also, and we
Mhm.
talked about this earlier, which is that I now, because Laila is a Muslim
Yeah.
by birth, you know, I feel it's my responsibility to know more about Islam now.
Yeah.
And ever since then, I had this thought, and it was something that was brewing, and it's nice that we talked about it, that
Yeah.
it's finally
Mhm.
a little more clear that I need to read the Quran with a translation and just see for myself, read
Yeah.
it for myself. There's so many things you hear, different people's interpretations. I've always wanted to, and now I think this is now the final,
Final.
the
yeah.
push that I needed to do it.
That would be so nice if you
Yeah.
can. And I think, you know, we all believe in the same God.
Yeah,
Don't you agree that?
I totally
I mean, we
think
all
so.
believe in the same God, and the thing is that, you know, it doesn't matter if you are Christian or Muslim or Buddhist or
They all teach
Parsi.
the good. They all
They
teach
all
good
teach
things.
good things, and if you follow the true teachings of any religion, I mean, it's all depend on basically the connection with God, with
Yes.
one God. And you can call him Allah, you can call him God, you can call him anything.
Ahura Mazda in the
Yeah.
Parsis, they call
Yeah.
him. Yeah, there's
So-
all names,
Mhm. So
but it's the one God.
one
yeah.
God. And I'm just so happy that you want to learn about Islam, because like you says that Laila is Muslim by birth. And I also want to mention this to you, that my grandchildren, because my both daughter-in-laws, one is her father is Muslim, but her mom is Christian, and the other one, they are Christian, and she's American. The eldest one is in Spain. She's from Spain. So the thing is that, you know, my second son's wife, she always want me to teach my granddaughter whatever I want to teach, and that is so nice that she has an open mind and open heart.
Yeah.
And she also says that because she is a Muslim, so she should know
Yeah.
everything. So I taught her prayers, I taught her little duas, I did all that. So yeah, so this is
And I
what
think
it
it's
is.
important to have a holistic. I think I grew up with knowing. My father taught me about Zoroastrianism, and you know, my mother taught us about Christianity. And I think the same I would want for Laila. I would want her to know about both Christianity and Islam,
Yeah.
and that all, at the end of the day, all religions are good. And the more important thing is what we teach her as parents as well.
Definitely. And the
The
other
correct
thing,
principles.
and the other thing is that, you know, you don't have to lecture anyone.
Yeah.
Basically, it's all about how you model yourself to others, and you have to be a role model. That's what I always believe, that if I am a Muslim, I have to be a role model to be a true, like, a Muslim. Otherwise, you know, unlike they say that Islam is perfect and Muslims are not. And I think it goes with every religion. You know, the Christianity is perfect, but the Christians are not. So
Because as
it
human
goes to
beings, we are
we are
imperfect.
human being and we have good and bad with us all the time. So yeah, so I would like you to sing a song for us, Zoe.
Yeah. Okay.
And you
I can sing
promised
that.
that you will do that, and before you go get your guitar, I want to know, what do you think about my this little spot we are sitting here?
I mean, it's so beautiful. You know, we've come from Karachi where there's not much greenery. So we are starved for greenery. So, I mean, over here is just like, it's just green everywhere. It's so soothing. And even your house is so beautiful.
Thank you so
with the big
much.
windows, and there's this
Yeah.
area over here which is all glass all around. So
Yeah,
you can
my
look at,
sunroom.
literally, you feel like you're in a tree house out here.
Yeah,
Yeah, so it's
you are
actually-
right. I
yeah.
never thought of that.
Yeah, it's a
Sitting
li-
over here, you feel like you are
Yeah.
in a tree house.
It's a little tree house. So it's really lovely.
That is so nice of you. Okay, so can you tell me something about Kamal? Because Kamal is with the baby.
Kamal's with
and
the baby, and he, even if the baby wasn't, he would have
Yeah,
found an
he-
excuse
I
to slip
know.
out of this. He hates
won't-
interviews.
I know. So can you please
Um,
tell me something about what
So
he?
Kamal is a
Yeah.
film director,
Yeah.
and he recently, his first film just came out a year ago. It's called Laal Kabootar,
Laal Kabootar,
and
yeah.
it was even nominated for the Emmy Awards, and it did extremely well in Pakistan and all over the world. You know, got great praises, and so now we're really looking forward to his next film. He's got at least 4 or 5 scripts
Wow, mashallah.
that he's sitting on and
Nice.
brewing with different writers.
Hmm.
And yeah, and scripts take time to work, but I think
Yeah.
I'm very excited for Kamal because I think he's got a very clean heart when it comes to his
Yeah.
work, and that shows. It shows in his film,
Yeah.
which you need to watch, by the way.
I will definitely. I will definitely watch it. And one thing I would like everybody to know, that Kamal's father is my husband's younger brother, and he passed away few months ago. And unfortunately, Zoe and Kamal were not able to come
Because
visit
of COVID.
us. Yeah, because of the COVID. So I mean, they came here just to be with us and visit his grave, and just pay respect to him. And it is so nice that now they are here. It feels like the closing of that
Yes.
thing what happened.
And for us, I'll tell you, I don't know if I'm taking too many liberties by saying this, but you guys do feel like family. I mean,
Aw.
even this morning when my little Laila was sitting with uncle, it felt like he's the grandfather that she didn't have.
I feel like
There is a grandparent feeling
Yeah.
about you guys for Laila, at least for Kamal side, of
I'm
the
just
family.
so happy that I gave that love to Kamal the way he needed that at that time when his father was so sick, and I am just so happy that we were here for him.
Yes.
And I think it made a big difference to heal.
And yeah,
and
give a
I
closure to things.
And I think coming here, meeting with us, going to the grave, I think that is a closing. Now he is so peaceful, I'm sure.
Yeah, yeah.
Can you feel that?
I
peace
think he
in
is.
him?
It's going to be a process. Right now, he's
Yeah.
just still finishing up all the paperwork and all the things. But I definitely think you've played a huge role in him coming to peace with things, and
Thank you.
I think it's very important to make peace with everything, and never hang on to negative things from the past.
Yeah. And there is always good in anything. Any bad happens to your life, I feel that there is always good. If you only see the goodness in that that hardship or in that test, you will realize that this is the best thing it happened.
So unfortunately, we couldn't make it out earlier, but chalo, we're here now.
Now you are here. I'm so happy. So what are your future plans? I heard that you are planning to move to America and
It's in the plans. I
Yeah.
mean, Kamal is a U.S. citizen, and he's always had that thought that he wants to come here, and I'm with him on that. We also feel that it'll be a good experience for Laila to come out here as well. So it feels like a very far off thought right now, but we are looking, and we're looking now. We thought over this time we'll come and we look at different places and see what feels like home. So we're going to look at Portland and Seattle, and then we're going to visit some friends in San Francisco.
I wish you would have more opportunities here in my little town,
Yeah.
Fredericksburg, which is so small. And because my son Imad left this place just because there are
Only
not
the opportunities. Even we were saying, we said this
opportunities.
is just the kind of place we love because it's also it's peaceful.
Peaceful, yeah,
And
very
it's so
peaceful.
clean. The air quality is so amazing.
I
The only thing is, from the point where Kamal is like in the depths of his career as far as getting things and connections and all that, and so he needs to be in the center of
No,
it.
I feel that wherever God put your food, like we say that क्या कहते हैं हम हमारी जो होती है ना जहाँ पे आप दाना होता है, wherever we have God provide food and provision, that is the place you need to go, and He will take you there no matter what,
Yeah.
so He will take care of you, inshallah.
Inshallah.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
So
And I'll end with a song.
bring
yes,
your
yes, I'm gonna
guitar
bring my
so
guitar.
we can hear your song, and then bring Laila for a few
Yeah.
minutes, and he's going to sing a song for
So
us.
this is Ishkinara, which is, I thought you had asked about
Yeah.
what the song is about. It's basically about, we go through life looking for people to complete us, and we fall in love, we fall out of love. And sometimes some people I see, they never quite complete, and they're always looking for that other person to complete them. But then, through my relationships, through seeing other people's relationships, I realized that the most important thing is loving yourself. And you need to be a complete person first before you can,
Definitely.
find completion with another person.
Yeah.
Another person should just add to it. So this is called Ishkinara. We had also done this on Coke Studio a few seasons ago. So background बताती हूँ ताकि the lyrics also make sense.
जी, बिल्कुल.
इश्किनारा तू था यारा, इश्किनारा तू, इश्किनारा तू था यारा, इश्किनारा तू, देख के तुझको जिंदा थी मैं, नैन नजारा तू, मेरी सारी तन्हाई में प्यार सहारा तू. इश्क किनारा तू था यारा, इश्क किनारा तू, इश्क किनारा तू था यारा, इश्क किनारा तू, देख के तुझको जिंदा थी मैं, नैन नजारा तू, मेरी सारी तन्हाई में प्यार सहारा तू. मैं तेरी बातों में खो जाती थी, फिर तेरे जैसी ही हो जाती थी, सपने तेरे ओढ़े सो जाती थी, जाने खोने से मैं क्या पाती थी. इश्क किनारा तू था यारा, इश्क किनारा तू, इश्क किनारा तू था यारा, इश्क किनारा तू, देख के तुझको जिंदा थी मैं, नैन नजारा तू, मेरी सारी तन्हाई में प्यार सहारा तू. This is my favorite verse now. कच्चे धागों जैसे ये नाते हैं, पर लगते ही पंछी उड़ जाते हैं, जीवन में ये लम्हे क्यों आते हैं, क्या ये सोचा जीता या हारा तू. इश्क किनारा, इश्क किनारा, कितना जागी सोई इश्क अंदर में, हंसते हंसते रोई इश्क अंदर में, अब आके खोई हूँ इश्क अंदर मैं, अब आके खोई हूँ इश्क अंदर मैं। इश्क किनारा तू था यारा, इश्क किनारा तू, इश्क किनारा तू था यारा, इश्क किनारा तू। देख के तुझको जिंदा थी मैं, नैन नजारा तू, मेरी सारी तन्हाई में प्यार सहारा तू। इश्क किनारा तू था यारा, इश्क किनारा तू था यारा, इश्क किनारा तू था यारा, इश्क किनारा तू, इश्क किनारा तू था यारा, इश्क किनारा तू। Now 4 times. इश्क किनारा तू था यारा, इश्क किनारा तू था यारा, इश्क किनारा तू था यारा, इश्क किनारा तू, इश्क किनारा तू।
Oh, wow. It's so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
Love
Thank
it.
you. It's a fun song, right?
I know, I love it. Thank
This
you
was
for
written
playing
by
with me.
Sabir Zafar. I can't go without telling giving the credit where it's
Credit to-
due. Composition, and this is actually the chorus of this is originally Uskudara, which is a Turkish
Uskudara,
Turkish
acha.
song, and in the Coke Studio version, Sumru sings it beautifully. So check out that version. And Sabir Zafar ne kitne khubsurat
So
lyrics likhe hain.
maybe we should
Give a link
give
to
a
them.
link
Haan,
to
they can
them.
check that out. Yeah.
Yeah, so they
Yeah.
can check it out.
Yeah.
Well, this is my first best interview.
Really?
And I'm just so glad that you
Thank
guys
you so
are
much.
here.
You wanted to see Laila
please,
also?
Please, can
Should
you
I
bring
run
Laila?
and bring Laila?
Yeah. So here is our beautiful Laila. Hey, Laila. How old is Laila?
Oh, see, she's gone and taken another flower.
Oh.
Laila?
Oh my God, Laila. Yeah. How old is she?
She's 6 months old
6
now,
months
yeah. So she's
old.
just, look, she likes the
What?
mic. She says, one day I will also
Are you
say
going to
something.
be a singer too, Laila? Are you going to be a singer? Huh?
Chale, thank you so much for
Okay,
having us.
Thank you so much, and thank you for introducing Laila to us and bringing her, giving my house a sunshine. And
Thank you.
just because of Laila, my house is like full of
Yes, Lailu.
love.
All
Okay.
right, bye.
Thank you so much, everyone.
Thank you.
Please subscribe my channel, Traveling with Mindful Azra, and if you like it, please like, and then also please share. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much. See you again soon. Bye.